Today's video is brought to you by Filament Flow, the filament inventory management app made by me. It's free, contains no AI, locally stores your data, and supports this channel with filament reorder links in the app, all without costing you anything. Check it out at filamentflow.app. All right, on with the video.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm AD. Glad to have you here with me today. I'm going to be doing a really quick tutorial on a new feature in TinkerCAD that I think is important for those of you out there who want to take your modeling to the next level and do some multicolor printing and make it a lot quicker and a lot easier than it used to be. The way I used to do this is that I would create a model in TinkerCAD or my favorite CAD software, and then what I would do is export each one of these models individually and then reassemble them in the slicer and color them and do all that. That's kind of a major pain to deal with, but there's a new feature in TinkerCAD now that will help you accomplish this much easier, and I want to show you how to do that today. So we have our model here, we have a bottle cap, and then I've gone ahead and modeled this up. And if you guys would like to see a video on how these multicolor prints are done or how we do these cutouts for multicolor prints, please let me know in the comments and I will try to put that together in our next video. Hey there, it's Editor AD here, and I just wanted to interject here because this video is so late getting out. I really messed up because this feature's been out since, as you know, August of 2025. I just wanted to say that there are much easier ways to do this now, and I will have a follow-up video to show you guys how. But anyways, I highly suggest that you continue to watch this video because you're going to learn something, and that's always good. Okay, now back to our regular program. I'm always looking for new content and that sort of stuff. So if you want to help me out there by giving me a comment down below, I'd really appreciate it. And of course, if you can like the video and sub to the channel, that always helps as well. All right, let's get to it. So I want to basically put this back together. I'm going to do that fairly quickly here by just moving my ground plane to this edge here, and then I'm going to hit D to move that over. And you see that I've moved that underneath there. And I really wanted to move these two together, so let's just do this. Select everything, and then we're going to hit D, and that'll move that to the ground plane, which I set to the side wall here. Now, so I've got my logo lined up with the bottle cap on that edge, and then I also now need to line it up on this edge before we move it into place. So we'll go ahead and do that now. We'll move the ground plane again to this edge. And if I hit D again for dropping, which is what I did before, you'll see it drops to that edge. So now this should be in perfect alignment with the bottle cap itself. We'll go ahead and put the ground plane back down here for just a second, and we'll raise this up, and we should see it go right into place. And there we go. And now just to make sure that it's all on the same plane, what we can do is go ahead and move our ground plane one more time, but set it this time to the top of the bottle cap. And then if we select everything and hit D, it'll all go to the exact same height. But just to make sure that's true, which I don't think it is actually. I think I actually screwed that up. I need to flip everything over. All right, let's do that first. If you watch any of my videos before, you know that I often leave my mistakes in because I'm a human. So, all right, so we set our ground plane there to the top of the bottle cap. I flipped everything over because that's the way it's going to print actually. And now if I hit D on the individual items, D, and then we select the sunset and then the sarsaparilla logo, now everything is actually together. All right, so we've created our model. We've done all the work behind the scenes. And again, leave a comment down below if you'd like to see how I did all that. I kind of skipped all that because that would be a longer deep dive video than we really need here at this point. So this is supposed to be quick and get to the point sort of thing. So, all right, we've got our logo set up here and all of that. And what I want to do now is select everything. So I'm just clicking and dragging out my cursor to select everything in the model. Now, normally what I would have done is I would have grouped these and sent them out. But the minute you group this, it's going to combine as many polygons together as it possibly can. But there's a new option now over here to the left of the union group, which is called bundle group. And if you use the Control B or bundle group, it will make everything into one group now. So if I just select off that, we'll put our ground plane back where it was, because we're going to move this all down to the ground plane. But see, I can move this model. I can manipulate this model now, and it will stretch and move everything all at the same time. So it's treating it as if it's one model, but it's keeping everything safe and separate underneath that. Okay, if that makes sense to you. It's basically putting it like in a folder, a bunch of files in a folder. It's not combining all the files together as one file, but it's putting them in a folder that we can then manipulate the folder. Let's look at it that way. All right, we're going to hit D to drop this down, and then we're going to go ahead and export it. So now when we export this, it will export everything that we have here. We're going to hit the export button, and then we're going to export this as a single STL. Now, I know that seems like we're going to screw things up, but trust me, no longer do we have to cut things out and extract them from each other and then put them back together and all that kind of stuff. So just go ahead and export as an STL. All right, we've got our STL. We're going to open up our slicer. Now I'm using Bamboo Slicer here. It doesn't matter if it's the latest version, I don't think, because I don't think there's any difference here. But you probably want to be on the latest version. I'm sure this works in Orca Slicer and Prusa Slicer and all the other ones as well. We're just going to create a new project here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add our STL. And as you can see, we've brought it in and it's kind of messed up. But what we can do that we couldn't do before is that we can now break it back into its original parts within the app. So if we come over here and we look at objects, we can see that there's one single object. But I can go ahead and I can say split this into parts, and it will split it into all of the parts that make up the logo. So check it out. And now everything is basically kind of disappeared, right? Let's just keep it here on the bottom so we can really see what's going on. So if I select anything in this logo, which is basically going to be everything is split, but we can see as we go ahead and select each one of these, it tells us exactly what we're selecting. So let's go through, and I'm going to hold down my control key. We're going to go ahead and select all of the letters in the word sunset, which we knew was in black, correct? So let's just add some filaments here. I'm just going to add the basic colors of the filament. It doesn't matter what the filaments are. We just want to get the colors done, right? So there's black, and I know the colors in this are orange-ish. I guess it's more of a yellow. It's kind of a mustard color. And red. Okay, so the bottle cap I know is red. Sunset itself was black. So we got everything selected in black. Let's go ahead and look at, that's an A. All right, here's the bottle cap itself. Let's change that to red. So the way I do this generally is you can double click on these colors and change them. It's kind of slow and clunky. What I like to do is select the item, right click, and then say change filament and basically select it from there. To me, that's super easy to do it that way. Normally, we would have had to basically come up here with the paint tool and go through and put it on fill and then paint everything individually. You can still do that, but it will not paint it fully. And if you want to paint it by object, this is definitely quicker and the best way to go. So we can go ahead and click on the actual items here as they are on the bottle cap, or we can go ahead and click on them here. So we've got the logo here, which we know is black. Or is yellow, I'm sorry. So we can go ahead and change that to yellow. There we go. And as you go through each one of these, I think it's going to be this logo here. I'm holding down control again, and I hold down control and we're selecting all of the letters in the logo and the barrel, because all of this is actually going to be yellow. So all of these, and you can hold down shift too. Shift will select like a whole range of things if you want to. So we know all of that's going to be yellow. Let's just do all the way down. There we go. All of that's going to be yellow. So now we right click and we can set the filament of choice, yellow. And there we go. The entire logo is now done. And it's actually, without me explaining it, it's much quicker to do it this way than it is to try to go in and paint each thing. And then also getting the edges and all that kind of stuff is nearly impossible when everything is flush, right? So what we want to do here is we want to basically put the lettering right on the surface. So when we print this, this will come out looking stunningly good because this is all on the print bed. There won't be any gaps. There won't be any lines. And if we slice this, we can see everything layer by layer is going to be perfect. Look at that. And honestly, without doing the tutorial, this takes 30 seconds in order to color your multicolor model this way using this technique. So I hope that helps everybody out, and I hope you understood the explanation. If you want to see more tutorials, please like, subscribe, and you made it to the end of the video. I know I forgot to ask you that at the beginning, but you made it to the end of the video. Please check out my filamentflow.app. It is awesome for keeping track of all of your filaments. It does help the channel if you reorder through the app, which just takes you to Amazon, and it uses my affiliate links, so there's no hidden cost to you. This is an easy way if you buy your filament through Amazon to help support the channel, and I appreciate that. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.